Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Let's ignore the scratched up hands as I set up my Hobonichi cousin today for 2023. This is my third time setting up my Hobonichi on camera. I actually have my previous year's Hobonichis right here. They're obviously quite a bit thicker than the one we are starting out with today. Probably actually going to be referencing these ones as we go, but I'm super excited to be doing this on camera again. I love setting up this planner. I love this planner in general, and I don't really have any intention of ever switching, as everything that I could possibly need in one bound book. Yeah, it served me well over the past 2 years. I think I slacked a little bit in 2022, but 2023 is a new year. It's also a slightly new Hobonichi. I got the English language version this year. Kind of a bummer that like the colors are different, but I'm also going to be covering the cover this year, doing something a little different, so very excited about it. The only things that I have done in this planner so far are set up the tabs. I got these tabs online and I will link them in the description because I'm very impressed with the quality. Last year I got these sticker tabs on Etsy and they're really flimsy and show fingerprints pretty badly, but I also didn't love my personal selection and getting gold text because it's not very legible, so I decided to get some different tabs, and these ones are like a really hard plastic. They're definitely a lot more structurally sound, which I really appreciate, and I feel like they came with a lot of different options, which is super cool. It wasn't just the month tabs. You also get monthly, weekly, daily tabs, and then lists, finance, and notes, which is really cool. I haven't put these down anywhere because I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to use them. I do have them just in case while we are setting up this planner I decide to pick those up and use those, but like I said, just really excited about these. I love these tabs. There are quite a few different options in terms of the font choice and the color you can go with. I went for this kind of like off-white color in a very simple font, and I think that will pair nicely with the other choices I'm making in this planner this year, but yeah, I just really like these, and again, I'm going to link them in the description in case you were on the hunt. They weren't the cheapest. I think they were like 20 bucks, but to me it was well worth it to have this quality. So I tried to get creative in terms of like the aesthetics that I was going for, and also in terms of the way that I'm going to be utilizing my planner. I feel like it's not a secret that I don't use the daily pages, or I haven't really historically used the daily pages. I'm always on a mission to like journal and to, memory keep, but I just haven't historically done that. But I'm already on the right track. I've actually journaled twice in my new planner. Today's the third when I'm filming this, so I've already done the first and second in terms of daily journaling. Other things that I'm going to put in here too, other things I'm trying to track this year in general, like I have quite a few health and fitness related goals and just like life goals, but I'm trying not to overwhelm myself right at the start of the year, so I don't know how much I'm going to be setting up in terms of like, trackers and stuff, but I have a lot of like aesthetic choices that I am making today. So first up, I decided that I wanted to put some vinyl on the cover of my Hobonichi. I got a Cricut this year for my wedding. I was like, it's a good excuse to finally break down and buy a Cricut so I could cut vinyl for some signage for my wedding, but now I have it, and I decided that I was going to put this vinyl on the cover of my Hobonichi. I'm probably going to leave some space right here for the Hobonichi touch. I mean, I could cover this up, but I think I'm actually going to leave some space for it, especially since I'm not covering the entire cover with like a sheet of vinyl. I'm just doing these Louis Vuitton cutouts. I'm probably going to leave some space for this right here. I use a Louis Vuitton desk agenda. This is the only planner cover that I have at the moment and probably will ever have because it's perfect for me, and I just think this like coordinates really nicely and looks cute. I've never done anything to the cover besides add this vinyl in 2022, and I don't know, it's not bad, but it's uninspiring. So I'm going to go ahead and add this vinyl to the front cover, and I'm very, very much looking forward to this. I think it's going to look really nice. I did try and cut the vinyl and or print the vinyl to the actual specifications of the front cover, so it should fit pretty perfectly. Okay, so I have cut a hole in my vinyl right here to kind of go around the Hobonichi logo. I actually think I probably will go back in and add the remainders right here. I just wanted to cut a box at first, but I think I'm going to add this back in right here so it kind of surrounds it in a cuter way. Not 100% on that, but I'm pretty sure that I'm going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and place the vinyl down and kind of show you what that looks like. Okay, so I applied the vinyl. It's definitely not perfect, and I could definitely tell that it's like out of alignment, but I don't care because it looks super cute. I feel like this is a really nice way to jazz up your planner, not necessarily like the Louis Vuitton print, but just adding a little bit of vinyl to the cover. I feel like I haven't seen that many people do this. I have seen people add like, this sort of vinyl situation, but I haven't really seen a ton of patterns, and maybe I just like have not been looking far and wide, but I'm just really happy with how this turned out. I think it's super cute, and I do like that it coordinates well with my cover. I mean, it doesn't have to obviously, but I just think that looks really nice to open that up like that and go ahead and start putting things on the inside. I did again cut more vinyl for the inside of my planner. Typically, I don't know, I feel like I don't have a rhyme or a reason or like I have to do it this way in terms of how I'm decorating the inside covers. 2022, I don't think I really did anything anything, mostly because I just don't flip to the front of my covers very often. I guess I put a sticker right here, but other than that, kept it really simple. In 2021, my first year in the Hobonichi, I decided to do kind of my word of the year, which was direction. I put it on vellum, I did some washi, I did a lot. I think I'm kind of splitting the difference for this year. I printed some vinyl to go kind of on this front cover page, my name basically, and in my channel font, and also the year. So I don't know like what order I'm going to place these in, but I just think this looks cute, and I like that it's a little bit more personal than like buying it from a shop. Yeah, I feel like I just need to this year get better at using my Cricut. I feel like there are a lot of stickers that I would like to print for myself that I just haven't, because I haven't had a Cricut and I haven't been able to kiss cut stickers. Now that I have this Cricut, like, I'm getting very experimental. So where should I put these stickers? 2023 and then my name. I'm gonna put my name first because why not? Not perfect, but definitely good enough. Looking super cute. Hopefully this 2023 will be a little easier to stick down. I think something about like thin lines just makes it challenging to get the vinyl off of the backing. And honestly, what I've realized too is that like if you are in the market for a Cricut and or you are curious if their vinyl is good, it is not good. I would not actually recommend the Cricut brand vinyl. Get the really cheap vinyl at Michael's and it's so much better than this stuff. So learn from my mistakes. After much pain, I feel like this looks really good. I'm actually really pleased with that. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be doing this going forward for other parts of my planner as the year goes on, as I like want, you know, more interesting things to add. I like the way this looks. I feel like it's personal, but it's not overdone. Not that there's anything wrong with a lot of decor and stuff. Obviously I really like decor, but I like this. And this is kind of all I had planned for the front cover. I don't really intend to put anything here. Maybe if I want to put some like pictures or some memory keeping over the year, I can. But right now I'm like really happy with how this looks for a cover page. Now we can go ahead and start adding in the various like sticker kits and things that I got from Virgo and Paper. I got quite a bit from Virgo and Paper. Most notably, I would say this little kit goes at the front of the planner. I think I used this kit in both 2021 and 2022. Looks a little bit something like this, and I was curious to know if it would work okay in the English version of this planner. And it does seem to work. I obviously put down January already to kind of test that theory out. It doesn't cover the number, but that's okay. You know, totally fine. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and lay these stickers down. I guess kind of talk to you while I do it. So for this spread, I'm actually not entirely sure what I'm going to do with it. I probably should have had more of a game plan coming into this video, but honestly, I don't always have shit figured out, and props to people who know exactly what they're going to do with their planner at the very beginning of the year. I have given it some thought, and I am going to kind of show you what I'm thinking for various spreads, but I mean, honestly, has anyone in the history of a Hobonichi cousin ever used this spread well? I would love to know, because I feel like every time I see at the end of the year someone flipping through their planner, they're like, oh, like I love the sticker kit, but I actually didn't do anything with this spread. And you know what? I'm not sure that I will either, but a lot of people say they're going to put the word of the year here, and guess what I did? I did print my word of the year, so I am at least doing that. I do think that is kind of the beauty of this planner though. I feel like you do have a lot of options and a lot of different spreads, so if for some reason you did want to use this for something, you could. In my mind, I'm going to use this as a cycle tracker. I feel like that's kind of all you can do since there's not like a lot of space to write things, but I think that might be nice. You know, apps on the phone are great, but they're actually like kind of inconvenient to like go back and look at your cycle history, so it'd be nice to have that down on paper. Not entirely sure what else I could use this for. I mean, I guess you could maybe like track workouts or something. I'm actually going to be tracking workouts, I think, in this sticker. I'm not sure where I'm putting this, but we'll figure it out together. Next, we can go ahead and cover up the 2022 section of this planner. Actually, probably align it with the top of the sheet. Sometimes I forget exactly like where to align things, but I think that is where you're supposed to align it, covering up the year at the top. And now we can add my word of the year, which is discipline. I had like a cute little definition under it, but it was too thin, I guess, to really like work well to be printed or cut from my Cricut, so that's fine. I mean, I think we all know what discipline means, right? I think for me this year, I'm really just trying to get my shit together. We all go into a new year with the best of intentions, and I think this year I really just need to focus on staying true to my word and like actually following through on the things that I say I want to get done. And I think that's kind of like colored the goals that I've set for myself. Like I definitely have stuff that I'm looking to accomplish this year, but I'm also not trying to overwhelm myself, because a lot of the things that I'm trying to work on are like life improvement things that need to happen for the rest of my life, not just like temporarily, you know, especially with like health and fitness things. I think a lot of us have these lofty goals at the beginning of the year, at least I did last year, and I didn't follow through with pretty much any of them because they were too overwhelming. Kinder to myself, but I'm also going to be disciplined and actually do what I say that I need to do. All right, that looks beautiful. I'm very, very pleased pleased with that. It looks a little empty at the same time. Like, I feel like there should maybe be more in this box. Maybe I'll have more to write at some point, but I really like the way that looks. I like that it's not empty for once in my life. Now let's go ahead and lay down the last of this kit, which is the 2024 portion. I just really like this kit. This is from Virgo and Paper. I'll try to leave links to most of the things that I use in this planner. Don't know if everything is still available. I mean, I know this kit for sure definitely still is, but there are some things that I'm probably going to use that are not. And when I place these stickers, I am just aligning them with kind of the bottom line here. I'm obviously not doing a perfect job. Some of these up here are kind of misaligned, but I also don't care. I know some people use tweezers to place their stickers and like get very perfectionistic about sticker placement, and good for them, but that is just not where I'm at in my life right now. I don't tend to notice those things so much, and I also just don't really care. All right, so we have this entire spread done. I'm really happy with this. I think this is really pretty, and I actually really like this color scheme too. It's girly, it's feminine, but it's not like over the top pink like 2021 was. Not that I disliked this one, but I just feel like 2023 is a little bit more me and a little bit more fun. This one was like a little too grayscale, so I feel like we've reached a happy medium in 2023. So looking cute, looking fun. Now to move on to the other portions of this planner. So I had debated and I went back and forth on getting like a sticker kit for these sections of my cousin, the index sections. I didn't end up going through with it because I don't know that I'm going to use these spreads. And also the sticker kit from Virgo and Paper for these spreads, quite expensive. It was like $9 or something. You know, no shade or anything. I just wasn't something that I was really willing to spend money on when I'm pretty sure that I won't utilize that section of my planner. So I guess we can move into the monthly section. Now, historically, I feel like I don't really know what to do with the monthly sections. This was 2022. I got a bunch of sticker kits from Plan Fantastic on Etsy. They are all the same sticker kit, and I liked it because it kind of covered up the sidebar, and I don't use the sidebar, but the thing is I don't really use the monthly spread at all. And that's something I'm trying to remedy. It's like, what's the point of buying a planner if you're not going to at least trying to utilize it to its fullest? I think my plan for the year is to keep things incredibly simple with my monthly spreads. I think I'm going to, I mean, I definitely am not going to do sticker kits because I didn't buy any for my monthlies. I think instead I am going to utilize kind of larger monthly stickers, I guess, in the sidebar portion of the months, a little something like that, and maybe add some washi tape. And I think what I'm going to do in terms of how I'm going to use my planner for the monthly section, I think I'm going to do like a memory of the day. That's not exactly a unique idea, but in the past I've tried to do events, and I'm sorry, but my life is not really that eventful. So to have just like 2 events on a month feels like a waste of paper, and I would love to be able to revisit this planner and get to see, oh wow, like look at what I did each day over the past year. I think this would also kind of help whenever I'm trying to go and back plan in my 5-year Hobonichi, which is a really great planner, and I actually recommend that if you're someone who likes to kind of obsessively memory keep like I do. I'm not a great journaler, but I do really like memory keeping, and I do like knowing what I have done, you know, the day before or the month before. So that's kind of how I'm going to use these. I don't think I'm going to set that up today. Do that in kind of like a weekly setup video or something later on, because I'm just not sure at the moment exactly like what I want this to look like, and I want to have some kind of creative options or like some creative time to kind of figure that out first. For the weekly section of this planner, I'm keeping it pretty much the same as I have in the past. This is kind of how I utilize my planner on a weekly basis, and I am actually going to set up the first week of this planner with you in this video. But yeah, this is kind of what I like to do in my planner. I think it's pretty simple. I don't necessarily use the timed portion of the planner. I mean, it's not that I don't use the timed portion, but I don't really utilize the time function of the planner very much. That's not something that I really do, and I kind of use it just as a running to-do list for a given day. That's kind of how I like to, you know, go about my days. I do have some slightly more time specific things, you know, my video posting schedule, but for the most part I use the weekly spread as sort of a to-do list, running to-do list function. I think honestly this is where I am going to put my trackers. So I bought these 2 full page stickers from Virgo and Paper. I really just like the way that these 2 are formatted and laid out. I think I might try to attempt to make some similar to this in the future, but I really do like the way that these are kind of laid out. I like that they're the same color and everything. So on this tracker right here, I think I am going to use this to track my workouts for the year. I just think it would be really satisfying to see this all filled in, hopefully. I'm not intending to work out every single day, but I think that would be a really nice thing to put in here. But you could, you know, use this for tracking a multitude of things. Then I also got this kind of year at a glance style sticker. I think some people could use this as sort of a future log or something if you're into that like bullet journal style of planning. But for me, I'm intending to use this as sort of like a month specific goals sheet. I think it'd be really nice to write down just like a handful of goals. And by that I mean like 1 or 2 goals per month to do, something to like turn into daily habits that month. And hopefully that will kind of propel my goals forward. I think that was my issue last year, is I didn't really break things down on a smaller bite-sized sort of basis. I just said, okay, I want to work out 3 times a week, and I didn't do anything to like lead up to that or to get myself into the habit or routine of doing that. So I'm hoping that having this will aid in that. And I think also having it in the front of my daily section would be really nice, because I'm hoping again to journal daily, and coming back to this part of my planner I think would be nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and lay these stickers down. All right, now that they're placed down, this is what it looks like. I think this looks really nice. I'm debating whether or not I want to attempt to like place a tab down for this section of my planner. It kind of seems silly because the tab for my daily section kind of starts here. So to have like 2 tabs in the same section, I don't know, it might be a little bit goofy, but that is something that I'm considering. I don't think I'm gonna do that right now, but it's definitely an option. So I think that's kind of it in terms of the initial setup of this planner. Like I said, I'm not doing anything real wild. I know some people like to get really creative with how they're using like each section and have like really well thought out plans, but for me it's like I've been in this planner for 3 years and I'm kind of just vibing at this point. There are some things back here though that I would like to utilize this year, I think, because everything is in English, and so I feel like I can better utilize things back here, like the My 100 list, the favorites list. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think these are in English. These sections are in English in the Japanese versions of the planner too, but I'm thinking maybe I'll find a way to like put like a favorite book or something in the back of the planner. I think I had intended to do that the first year that I bought this planner, but I just didn't do it. And the My 100, not entirely sure what I'm gonna put here, but something. I will maybe put something here. But let's go ahead and set up my first week in this planner, so you can kind of see how I use this planner. All right. So I selected this deco sheet to utilize for this first week of January. I think last year I started out with black, and I think that kind of set the tone for the rest of the year. So I'm gonna go with something a little bit more light this year. I like this sheet a lot because it definitely is still winter themed, but it doesn't seem like overtly Christmassy, which I kind of appreciate. I'm gonna go in with these washi tapes as well. These are both, I believe, from Simply Gilded, and for once I'm using this sort of like brownish, orangish tape, and it actually matches the stickers that I'm using to go with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and start setting down the washi. I think I'm going to keep the washi to the top of the planner this time around. All right, so place the washi down, and I really like the way this looks. I think this combo is pretty cute. I also did kind of a raw edge on the washi. I'm not super particular about cutting straight lines. I just think this looks more me. And I'm going in with my favorite stickers to use at the beginning of a month, which are these kind of large month stickers from Virgo and Paper. I'm just having the worst luck today. Well, I took up some of the numbers whenever I pulled that up, but I think otherwise we've come off pretty much scot-free, so looking cute. I think for the stickers, I want to try to pull some that do have that blue incorporated. The blue is really pretty and kind of spices things up a little bit, jazzes things up for being entirely neutral, which, I love a good neutral, but like I need to keep things a little bit more interesting for this first week of the year. All right, went a little crazy with the deco, but I think this looks really cute. I really like this color scheme. It's definitely outside of my comfort zone. Not something I would like normally reach for, but I think the blue and the kind of like reddish brown looks cute. All right, now to add the functional component to this week. So first up, we have the YouTube sticker. I go ahead and put down what videos I am intending to post. I like to use these little YouTube stickers from Sweet Freckle Designs because, I don't know, I just think they're cute and they kind of draw attention to what you are trying to write down. I don't know, I just think it adds like a nice marker, and that's kind of what I use for most things in my planner. I like stickers. I'm a sticker girl. I don't necessarily love, full box stickers or anything like that, but I do like these sort of like functional stickers. And this week I'm going to go in with my Unijet Stream in 0.7, and I guess I'm going to go ahead and zoom you in so you can see what I am writing. The next thing that I typically look at is my Patreon, and I try to ensure that I am keeping track of all of the reading sprints and live shows that we have going on. So I'm going to grab a laptop sticker from my sticker book, and I'm going to place that on Saturday at around the 10 a.m. mark. Like I said, I don't always utilize the hourly section of this planner. Usually in the first half of the day I will, but once it gets down into, the like 3 a.m. slots, I will typically best use those as kind of like a to-do space. But up here at around 10 a.m. I am I'm doing reading sprints. All right, since it is Tuesday, we can actually go ahead and do some back planning for Monday. Monday was a very busy day for me, but I mostly just did sort of the same thing all day. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab one of my home stickers. I mostly organized my office. Can I just say, I feel like it looks really fantastic. Maybe I will insert a picture here and kind of show you what it looks like, but I moved some of my planner supplies onto my desk. I can't really show you, but you can kind of see maybe a little bit of a glimpse here. I've got my washi at hand, which is super, super nice. And in my other desk drawer, I have all of my functional stickers. I'm keeping this book in my other drawer, and I'm very pleased with the way it turned out. It took a long time. I also had to do a lot of like cable management on my desk because I went down from having 2 computers on my desk to a single monitor connected to 2 separate laptops. So there was a lot to connect there, but I think it turned out pretty well. So go ahead and put the home sticker kind of up here, and I think I'm going to draw a downward arrow as well to kind of indicate like how long I was actually working on this task. All right, so I drew that arrow, and I feel like it, definitely is indicative of how much time I spent doing that. We also did have to get out of the house to go to Target and run some errands. We went to Target and then we went to PetSmart, so I guess I could use a little pet icon sticker for that purpose. It was actually to get dog food, but it's fine. I'm going to go ahead and put down a cat sticker because that's what I have. I gotta say, writing in a brand new planner is so freaking satisfying. Like, it's nice knowing that there aren't any stickers on the other side of this page. I feel like everything is looking quite neat. I don't have the best handwriting, but I do feel like this is looking a lot better than it normally does. It's mostly all that we did yesterday. I can go ahead and add a meal sticker as well because we did eat dinner out. All right, now for Tuesday. So today I set up my planner. Wow, shocking, amazing, incredible. I do actually want to write that down though. I don't actually know what sticker I would use sort of indicate what I've been working on. Maybe I'll just do an asterisk. I feel like I do need like a little camera sticker or something for filming. I would love that. I don't have that at the moment, but I'm gonna go ahead and put that asterisk pretty high up because I do have other stuff that I want to get done today. I also have 2 other videos I need to film today. Both of these will be filmed in my car, so that means they're a little bit more casual than some of my other video types, but I need to film my December wrap up today. All the books that I read in December, kind of talk about those, and then I want to film my 2023 goals video. I always do a goals video on my channel kind of at the start of the year to tell everybody my intentions and kind of tell people where my channel is heading, and also just like, I don't know, what reading goals I have. But the other things that I need to do are things around the house. So I am going to use another house sticker. I desperately need to kind of reset my living room. I took down all of my Christmas decor already, but the living room is completely devoid of any decor. So I need to kind of go through my collection of throw pillows, decide what's going on the couch, and just kind of like move things around. The furniture is in kind of a weird location because we had to move it for the Christmas tree. So I'm going to focus on doing that. I also need to clean our bathroom. And then the most fun task that I get to do today is clean the cat's litter boxes. Obviously I scoop them regularly, but it's always quite the task to take them outside and soap them down with water, get them nice and squeaky clean, but definitely something to do at the start of the year. I do it more than once a year, but just a good time to do it. So I'm using this little cat sticker. This is also from Sweet Freckle Designs. It's obviously different than this one. All right, and I think that's kind of it. I probably am going to do some reading today. I mean, that's like the whole point of my second channel, right? Or my first channel, I guess. This is my second channel. The whole point of my other channel is that I read books and talk about them on the internet, and I'm likely going to do some reading today, but I'm not sure what book I'm going to pick up first. I've kind of rearranged my schedule for this next year to be, I don't want to say reading less, but posting less. So I don't even know where to start. I don't feel like I have a ton of reading to do this month. And so I feel kind of free. So maybe I'll just read something I want. Not entirely sure. But if I do, that'll go right here. So this is sort of my setup for the beginning of the week. This will be included in my January flip through. I'm going to start doing monthly flip throughs of my weekly setups. I'm probably going to do some more plan with me's as well, but that way you can see kind of my weekly setups that I don't do plan with me's on. But that is it. Thank you so much for clicking on this video and hanging out with me for just a little bit as I set up my Hobonichi for 2023. Also, I don't think I really touched on it, but I did add some kind of like planner cards and or little like freebies and or I guess like order cards that I got from various shops over the past little while. I have quite a few of these and I kind of switch them out as the year goes on, but I liked these because they were kind of like light neutrals, and this one has my name on it, so that's sweet. But yeah, again, thank you so much for sticking around with me. I am going to hopefully do a lot in this planner going forward. I am going to be doing a lot of flip throughs in the future and kind of showing you how I utilize this planner as the year goes on. Again, I'm not being as strict with myself this year, so I didn't have quite as much to set up, but yeah, I appreciate you for watching, and I will see you next time.